An offset and a redraw. Such a hot topic out there at the moment, but how do you know what is right for you and whether you should have one over the other or you should utilize both? Why don't we start with an offset account? Whenever I look at someone's home loan structure and their goals and objectives, so many people say, Martin, do it in an offset account. If you're an investor, I would say 100% you need an offset account, and you use that offset account as if it's a business transaction account. And if you have surplus money, you might put it in there, even lump sums of cash, because that'll then reduce your interest component, but won't actually reduce the principal of the loan, which can be better for you long-term from a tax effectiveness based on then reutilizing that capital you actually have in the offset account. If you're an owner-occupier and your goal is to pay off your mortgage, even though an offset account and a redraw will both save you interest on the loan, generally speaking, more to do with psychological effects, a redraw account will actually help you pay your mortgage off much faster than just utilizing an offset account. The reason for this is, unless you're one of those rare unicorns who are incredibly disciplined, having surplus money sitting in a transaction account that you readily have a card to and you can just tap and spend that money actually then hinders your budget, hinders your game plan, and you spend a lot more money than you would if the money is actually sitting in the home loan or the redraw itself. So how do you know what's right for you? Is understand your long-term goals. Are you buying an investment property? Or are you looking to pay off your home as fast as possible? Then utilize that fact and say, well, maybe we need a redraw account because we're not as disciplined as we like to think we are, and our goal is to pay off a house. Or if you're an investor, yes, you always need an offset account because there's tax implications and interest and repayments you can save if the offset's actually set up correctly. So why can it be more tax effective or efficient for an investment property using an offset account rather than a redraw? Let me give you an example. Let's say you have an investment loan of $500,000, you got $50,000 available in cash, and you put that into the offset account. So then technically speaking, you got $50,000 in the offset account, you're only being charged interest on $450,000, but if you ever need to actually utilize that cash, you have already access to it and it doesn't actually change your loan. Meaning the loan doesn't go from $450,000 to $500,000 because the loan amount you're utilizing an offset account was always $500,000 and then on the side, a $50,000 amount in the offset account. Let's now reverse that. Let's say you had a $500,000 investment loan. Instead of putting the $50,000 into the offset account, you put it into the home loan or redraw account. This actually then reduces the balance of your mortgage from $500,000 to $450,000. If you then needed to access that money and you utilize it for personal use, your investment property and the debt associated with that remains at $450,000. It doesn't go back up to $500,000 because technically speaking, you've actually reduced the loan to $450,000, and then when you needed that money, you drew the loan back out, but this time you use that money for personal use, which means it's no longer tax deductible. Listen, if you'd like to know more about your personal circumstances and maybe you're not fully sure which is the right way to go and how you're trying to structure things, that's where we can help you here at the Loan Room. Don't hesitate to reach out to us. Happy to guide you through that process.